Alrighty, guys, welcome to the second episode of the Passive Income YouTube series. Today, I'm going to go over options and the option chain, how you guys can take advantage of that and include that in your overall thesis when it comes to selling options, buying options, and all your overall investment accounts. So, before we get into that, I want to show you guys the websites that I mentioned in my first video, and I want you guys to know how to use it and take advantage of that. So let's look into here. It's accountoday.com. If you guys go to the view full calendar, you guys will be able to see the entire market focus for each individual days. When you guys do see this red dot here, that means those reports are extremely important. And again, make sure CPI, extremely important. It's inflation. That's how we measure inflation. So that number is going to be crucial. So the markets on a Friday, options expire on a Friday. Be very careful of this, okay? Jobless claims, extremely important. All these things here, really important, and you should take mind to that before putting on your position. So here as well, if you go to market focus, you'll be able to see lots of things, and they'll give you an overview of all the things that we have going on. Okay. So that's that. And you should be able to understand that part. So now we're going to jump onto the board. I'm going to explain to you guys how options are priced. Let me show you an overview first, of my live account here. This is what we're going to be showing you guys here, how calls, puts are priced, and strike prices, expiration dates, and how all these things work. So yeah, we're going to get this up and running. Let's go. All right, guys, so let's get this started. So first things first, we have to go over what calls are. Calls are simply when you want the stock to go up. So that's as simple as possible. When you buy a call, you expect the stock price to go up. That is your conviction for it. All right. Now, for puts, when you buy a put, your conviction is for the stock to go down. So if you think the stock is going to go down, you're simply going to buy a put. Now, what are calls and what are puts? It gives you control of the stock price, 100 shares at this price level that we have here, or this one, whichever one you choose, for this expiration date. Simple as that. That's why if you want to grow small accounts, options is the best way, because you have control of 100 shares at this price here that you choose. But if you decide to buy 100 shares at the actual stock price, like for example, here's $148.50, you would have to spend at least $14,000 to have 100 shares of these. So that's that. Now that you understand what calls are and what puts are, the strike prices that we have here is the one that you decide to choose, and there's always an expiration date. Usually these options expire on Friday, but there are other expirations depending on what type of stock you choose and what type of indexes you choose, as well. So let's explain just the option chain itself. So let's say we have a strike price of 150 and then one at 151 and 152. And we're speaking simply on calls right now. So this is just the call section, okay? So a 151 call would be considered out of the money if the stock price is at 148.50. So out of the money is above the strike price, in the money is below the strike price, and at the money is simply as it says it, at the money. So it would be something near or at the current stock price, okay? So that's that. So now you guys understand what in the money, out of the money, and at the money is. You guys understand what calls and puts are. You understand how these strike prices work and the expiration dates. Now, these calls and puts, how are they priced? That's a great question. What we have here is expiration date, so time value, time value and intrinsic value, right? So what does that mean? What that means is the time value. So let's start with intrinsic value, which is the easiest one. So if the stock price is at 148.50, the intrinsic value for a 150 call is the difference between these two. So that would be $1.50. Okay? Now, you won't get this exactly because of the expiration date. So any differences that you see, that would be, so let's say this was priced at 175, that 0.25 would be part of the time value. So this would be the time value if it was priced at 175. So that's good. So you guys now have calls, puts, in the money, out of the money, at the money, bid and ask. So when you guys see the option chain and you see all these things, all these numbers changing super fast, you're gonna see the bid and the ask. So simply, instead of you Googling it and trying to find out these answers, if you want to sell the option, you're gonna be filled at the bid price, okay? So if you click on the option and you want to sell it, that bid price, that's the one that you're gonna get filled at. That's how much you're going to pay. If you wanna buy it, you're gonna get filled at the ask price. The differences between the two is called the spread, okay? This is not really important right now, but it's good to know so that way you guys understand. Now, one of the Greeks that I personally use in my strategy is delta. So delta simply is telling us the probability that one of these options is going to finish in the money. Okay? And remember what I told you guys. In the money is simply strike prices below the current stock price. Okay? Above it is out of the money, and at the money is this current price here or close to it. Okay? So that, I think that covers everything that we have going on for today. And then our perfect example here, this strategy here is going to help you guys build your passive income portfolio. So I want you guys to keep in mind of this, okay? So here, just imagine if you were riding a bike and you were going down this path here and then going through all these obstacles here. So this is what buying an option looks like, and this is what selling an option looks like. So this is why we prefer this one here, okay? We'll go into much more details on how these work and why selling options is the way to go and how you guys should approach this in our later on videos. So thank you so much for joining and learning with us here today. If you guys like this video, please subscribe and share it with anyone that you think needs help with options. It's absolutely free, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.